Happy Tuesday, it's Tom from Create Greater Lives, continuing the mission to empower as many people as possible to create their greatest life possible. Today I'd like to talk about something we help a lot of people with. It's a really common issue. People who have the issue think they're the only ones, but no, I used to have this issue. Lots of people have this issue. We've helped thousands of people with this, right? And that is not being sure what your true inner desires are, or not being sure what you should manifest, what you should create in the world, right? And it's a common problem. And we'll unpack that a little bit, and we'll give you an exercise you can go to that'll really help you with this, okay? So the reason we don't inherently know what our true inner desires are, the reason people aren't sure is because from the time we're born, we're told what we should want. Society tells us, all the media tells us all the time, our families tell us, our friends, our social circles tell us all the time we're growing up what we should want. And sometimes those things do align with people's inner desires, which is great, but sometimes they don't. And if we're trying to manifest things that don't align with our inner desires, then it's harder, right? And we'll explain why. It takes longer, it's harder. We'll explain why in this video and future videos. So that's the first thing. And learning what you do desire, your true inner desires, is a bit of a journey because of that, right? It takes a little bit of trial and error, learning about yourself, finding out what you really do want, right? And there are some people that, are even worried about manifesting the wrong thing. What if I manifest something that's not something I really like? Well, that's okay. If you manifest something it's not what you like, manifest something else, right? Get rid of it, sell it, give it to someone, let someone else enjoy it. Go manifest something else, right? It's okay, that's part of the learning process. Sometimes we don't know what we truly like until we try different things. It's like if you're at a food buffet restaurant in a foreign country and you didn't know what any of the food tasted like. Stuff, you try it. And if you try this and ooh, yucky, don't like it. Okay, don't eat any more of it. Try this one, yummy, okay. Go get more. You're at a buffet. Go get more of it. You like it. Eat it. Have as much as you want, right? And it's the same with manifesting. If you manifest something that sometimes you think you want something, you manifest it, you find out you don't want it. Well, now you've learned something about yourself. Like let's say you've always wanted to go on a cruise ship. So you manifest a cruise ship for yourself and you get there and you think, this is nice and everything, but it's not, I'd rather be at a resort or camping or whatever you like, right? And that's how we learn about ourselves, right? So discerning is a bit of a journey, but we've got an exercise you can go through that will really help speed up this process and really help you focus on what you truly do want, your true inner desires. And that's very important because we all have a different combination of inner desires within us, and yours are yours, mine are mine, and we're both here to create our own. That's our purpose. That's the reason we're here, to create our inner desires in the world, change the world, make the world a better place, right? That's why we're here. That's what it's all about, changing the world. We're doing it. So it's really important to be manifesting your true inner desires, and we'll get to that at the end of today's video. But the people are having a hard time discerning what they do want, knowing what their true inner desires are. The first thing we do is get them to make a list of everything they want, or everything they think they want, right? And usually it's the list that society and their friends and everybody around them has told them their whole life they should have. And for some people, that list, they can't get a lot on it. Some people it's long, some people it's shorter, right? But it's usually what people have been told they should want their entire life. Okay, so we set that list aside, right? That's our starting place. On our next list, we write everything that's making them mad, everything that's driving them crazy, everything that they think is unjust, unfair in the world, in the society, in their lives, everything that should be changed, everything that makes them stressed out, everything that gives them anxiety, just everything that gives them negative emotions. And this is usually a pretty long list because it's a lot easier for people to identify what they don't like than what they do want a lot of the times. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, no, we're not supposed to think about what we don't want. Hogwash. It's not going to stop you. That's not what's holding you back. Negative emotions aren't holding you back. That's not what's holding you back. If you haven't been taught that yet, get our information, view it, listen to it, read it, okay? It's really important. We talk about this a lot. Sorry, I've got an itchy eye. So we write down this list, everything we'll call it the negative list, okay? Then we make a third list. And on this third list, we write the opposite of everything that's on the negative list. Opposite. Boom, 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 boom. Then we get a list that's just as long as the negative list, but it's good things. And then we condense that because there will be a lot of themes within it, things that are driving you crazy, but they really have the same source, right? So we condense that down, try and condense it down to about 10 or 20 things, and then we pick the top three. Top three is what we're going to work on right away. You can get to the rest later, right? Focus on the top three. So you got your original list of everything you think you did want. You've got your negative list. You've got the opposite of all the negatives. Now, this opposite of all the negatives will be really closely aligned with your true inner desires. And there's a reason for that, okay? The things that drive you crazy aren't the same things that drive me crazy, okay? There's things that will drive me crazy that you may think are wonderful. There's things that drive you crazy that a coworker really couldn't care about. They don't even notice, right? And this is because, once again, we all have a unique combination of inner desires within us. And the gap between what you're experiencing and what you know you should be experiencing creates tension. It's like pulling back the bow, a bow and arrow. It creates tension within you, and that tension comes out as negative emotions. We're supposed to use that tension just like an arrow to fly ourselves forward, but we're the only ones teaching how to do that, right? And again, find our information. We'll teach you how to do that. Change your life. So the difference between when you're getting this tension, these negative emotions, it's because inside you know you should have more and better. You know you can have more and better. You know you have the ability to create more and better. You know you deserve more and better. You know that inside. And that difference between your current state and what you know it should be creates that tension within you, which is supposed to launch you forward, right? And we'll teach you how to do that. But that's where the so-called negative emotions come from, right? And that's why this list of the opposites of them is really closely aligned to your actual true inner desires. It'll take a little bit of refinement as we go, but it'll be pretty close. So we take the top three. So go through this exercise, whether you think you know what you like or what you should be manifesting, or you have no idea, go through this exercise. Pick the top three. And for the next few days, work on manifesting those top three things. I guarantee you'll feel more energy, you'll feel more power, you'll feel more positive. It'll take your energy up to a whole new level. Why? Because the more closely aligned what you're manifesting is to your true inner desires, the more energy that naturally comes out, because that's what you're here to do, right? It's like opening the floodgates a little bit and the energy comes out. It can take you to a whole new level, right? The closer what you're trying to manifest is to your true inner desires, naturally the more energy it is, because that's what you're here to do. Now, you can manifest things that are different or the exact opposite of your true inner desires. Yes, you can do it, but you won't have as much energy, which means they'll take longer to manifest and it'll be harder to do, right? Focusing on your true inner desires is like the difference between being in a rowboat and being in a speedboat with a big engine on it, right? Because you just got more energy, more power. This is how we can manifest faster, more consistently, all that good stuff, okay? So go through the exercise, try it. Let me know your experience, okay? It's always good. So my name's Tom. You are on our Facebook page. Like the page, follow the page. We have a new video every day, so you want to make sure you know when I'm live and when the video is posted so you can get the information. There's also a video section on this page. Go watch the past videos. Bring us questions. We love answering questions. We're also online at creategreaterlives.com. Okay, there's even more free information for you there. You can download our 4 top reports on manifestation, on the law of attraction. It's information you haven't been exposed to before unless you've seen it with us. So read the information, bring us back questions. Okay, we love answering questions. Now, a lot of the information is different than everything else out there, and you might have some resistance to it like I did, but that's okay. We'll get through it because it's life-changing information. Okay, bring us questions. Bring us all your questions. The questions that you don't want to post in forums because people jump all over you, or the questions that no one can answer. We'll bring you real answers, and it'll be a lot more than just feel good, because that's not really an answer. So watch the video section, all the videos in the video section on this page. Like the page, follow the page, find us online at creategreaterlives.com. Get all the free information that we're offering because it'll change your life. I'm Tom. I will be back tomorrow with more information for you. Until then, remain at choice.